Nah, but we can bring it up. You know, I just wrote shit without saying. Let's go.
Yo, boy, poppin'. That's on the neighborhood, cuz. Say word. What up? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties bat them lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. Okay, news you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome, Mr. Martin. This is ethnic-ish and more. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. I feel blessed as fuck. Funny how worst times always bringing out the best in us. Don't check for he unless it's talking about the checks and such. I need them days to be my living tonight. It's my life. If this was meant for me, was meant to be. My life was road mapped out intentionally. New trap up next, I'm on their necks, but to pay attention to me. If you ain't heard, then come and get you some life. It's on sight. I don't know what to tell them. I got the whole up in me. I'm on my cocoa melon. Lovers gon' love, haters gon' hate, and better know I let them. What's on your plate ain't feeding my appetite. That shit too light. Bitch, I came up from mud. If you maneuver through them nutrients, you know what's up. If you a native, baby, jump the hills up for the love. Cause they say that shit don't live here, but I've been going up. Going up off the love. What's up, tribe? We gon' ride till wheels fall off. I bet that push this vibe, can't deny this real. I talk this shit and we can slide. Every time we feel one so what is step. What's up, tribe? We gon' ride till wheels fall off. I bet that push this vibe, can't deny this real. I talk this shit and we can slide. Every time we feel one so what is step.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. So if you go on my page, yeah, you can share it now. It's public.
All this shit come to a halt with money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. On the back, on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt with money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. On the back, on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt with money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. On the back, on their nerves, on their ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All this shit come to a halt with money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. On the back, on their nerves, on their ass. I say,
Alexander Nico Martin.
I don't really give a fuck what the niggas gotta say about me. I was stuck in my mind, shackled by every time, but this time I know who I am and I'm free. I don't really give a fuck what the nigga gotta say about me. I was stuck in my mind, shackled
It's somebody's song they sent me. I've been getting people to sing songs. I like this. No, this new tribe. Okay, this new tribe G. He been on here before too. I'm talking about the next song.
I wanna be loved by you.
I'm gonna play everybody's song that
Just
sing.
you. Nobody else but you.
He's like local. Yeah, though, I mean the first dude local too, but his following huge. But yeah, his name Lou Tribe Jig. But this is somebody that sent it in. Matter of fact, I gotta look it up. So
it's not the smoke, it's not the wine. It's how you stand in my eyes. They tell me you just made up your mind. Kiss me one more time and say goodbye. Turn around so I don't see you cry. I always hate it when you cry. Baby, can
I'm trying to find a person name.
get back on the some solid ground? I need to be in your space with your gravity to hold me down. The problem is, I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. It's not a joke. These letters to you that I actually wrote. And the baby, cause if I talk, I'm sure.
Big cake from that boy too.
I mean, they pay $40, couple variety. Can't risk fucking this up. What about it? Shit to cover this? This a block of 25. It's a cool case. It's light too. That's the new one.
No, this is 14 though. I ain't got the
I like the video. I'm gonna do somebody whole music video with it.
It go with 10x.
You like the multiply? 25.
On the video?
Oh, I didn't try video.
So like it go 9x.
You're the only one. You're the only one.
It's
like gonna go 9.
All of you ain't good at 15. I would never do it, man. The photo go 25 though.
There's only one. There's nothing more I can do. Cause the
You got a long ass song.
Well, long as hell. I ain't listened to it before this. So he gonna use that R&B time. But he had a whole Usher breakdown on this motherfucker. Yeah, damn. I guess I'll start listening to the whole song before I play.
I have to fade that mug out.
We got 20 seconds. I got 20 seconds. I'm gonna start the clap on the last 10 seconds. There we go. Hey, turn up, turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic-ish and More, Season 2, Episode 12, Such an Experience.
Such an experience.
I mean, this is an experience we've actually experienced once before.
Yeah.
Once before. I mean, it's a couple of different faces this time around.
A couple new ones.
A couple new ones, but we got some familiar ones as well, man. We got to clap it up for the X'perience Barber and Beauty Team in the building.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them introduce themselves in a second.
It's a lot of y'all.
It's a lot of y'all. I feel like I would have had to make y'all write y'all names down like we was in school.
Yeah.
Be like, everybody gotta say present when I yell their names out. But as always, I'm your boy NicoThaGreat.
Man, it's the Past Master.
And I'd like to welcome y'all ashy asses back to another episode of this show.
Man.
They've been here for 12 weeks this time around. And like we say, we do a little bit of something called postal podcasting, meaning that in the rain, sleet, or snow,
We in this hole.
we going to give you the podcasting news, blues, whatever we got that week,
Man.
and we going to kick it, man. We going to kick it. And before we get further into this, I'm going to let our wonderful guests tonight each introduce themselves. We're going to start with Big Dog in the corner, man. Let everybody know who you are. Talking to the mic for us.
Peter Barber.
Reaper the Barber.
Okay. My name is Senio Cuts, a.k.a.
Eli the Barber.
Heavy cuts in the building, baby.
Shotty Jizzle.
And McLean the Groomer.
Man.
We ain't had this many guests.
I don't think I've ever seen this meme was on the screen that one time.
At one time. No, I'll tell you, we look like the Brady Bunch on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's the first time we ever been. I think we can low-key get one more person. I don't know. I'm glad to see it hold up. I was worried about that. We got a lot of people on the Wi-Fi, y'all. So shout out to Tweezy for the good Wi-Fi.
Right.
Shout out to Spectrum for not fucking up for the one time. Because y'all usually mess up in the moments that you need them the most.
Right.
But man, we got to clap it up for our guest from last week.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog Michael Fox.
Yeah.
His funny ass.
Hey, man. Hey, I got to apologize to him.
Oh yeah, he
was
hit me. Yeah, he called me
He
too.
was- Hey, my prediction started off correct.
Started off. It went
started
a
off
slippery
correct.
slope from there.
And then Dion was like, you know what? It's personal.
And
And
look,
it was
and
like,
for,
I'm not going to lose by that much.
and for those who don't know what he talked about, Paz said that USC was going to beat Colorado 52-7.
That's what I said.
That was his prediction.
That's
Ended
what I
up being
said.
48-41.
Hey, Prime must have
Yeah,
taken
I
it
lost a
personal.
couple dollars on that bet.
My bad.
I ain't do the 52-7. Like, I got closest. I think it did like 52-10. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna start doing every variant of numbers.
But it
was like
started
$3.
off like that. It started off pretty
good, but nah, I'm glad to see them come back.
Yeah.
Because like I ain't expect them to win, but I just don't want to see y'all get y'all ass whooped. Right. Like that's all it is. It's like y'all already over exceeded expectations.
Right.
You got 2 more wins in the whole last season. Everybody should be happy about that. It's all the confidence in it to make everybody say all the other shit for real.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that bullshit. All these haters.
Oh yeah, it's haters for no reason. But if you ain't got haters, what to say? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
That's true. That's true.
So,
I got to give it to them though. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of what they're doing. You know, hopefully, I see a national championship in the future.
If you keep going at the rate, because I know, next year he gonna fill in all the void spots that he need for sure.
He need a line. That's all he needs.
At this point, it's like, why wouldn't you? Before it was people didn't want to go to Jackson State because of the conference and the type of level of schools they playing competition wise. Now you kind of ain't got no excuse. It's just like, do I want to deal with the code?
And they're going
At this point.
and they're going to the Big 12, so that's gonna work for them.
Yep.
No. Shout out to our guest last week also to Monica Shanae with the song Super Soaker.
Probably one of the manniest songs I've heard of 2023. The song's called Super Soaker. It is not about the gun that we shot with as a kid.
No, it's not.
That was my first thought. That's what you wanted to be about. I was like, you can't play this one in the house, the car. You look, you got to listen to it in your headphones.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them songs. It's like opening Twitter in public. You kind of just got to do that on the side because it's going to go bad if somebody's standing behind you, depending on Twitter's mood for that day.
Happened to one of the teachers at the school today.
Yeah, I just want to open my Twitter nowhere on school grounds. This is like, because
Oh.
you never know, somebody's whole booty hole just going to pop up on the screen. And it's like, unbeknownst to you, it's like, I didn't expect this today.
He opened Twitter to show me something. Our brand new assistant principal was right behind us and showed us titties. I was like,
I'm like, man,
it's your phone.
that's not my page. If we trying to be, I didn't tell him to post that. Nor did I know that was gonna be on my timeline at that moment. But you just don't open Twitter nowhere but your house. Low key, I think that's the safest place to open Twitter is in your house or your
Away
car,
from your kids.
away from everybody. Like, look, I heard the trick around it is you got to set your settings to like younger than a certain age.
Yeah.
Then it won't filter. But I don't trust it.
I don't trust you.
Nothing ran by Elon. That's why I want a Tesla. So
I ain't gonna lie, I do want to test
it look cool till you start seeing that shit fuck up, and then people, because I'm gonna test out all the features, and I've been done gone the first day or so because my dumb ass don't realize this shit done took over, and then I'm done.
Man, when I was in DC, they one of my Ubers was a Tesla. They recognized like the people walking and shit. Like on the screen, you can see like the little figurines walking. I'm like, man, this cool as shit.
I don't need all that.
I ain't gonna lie, it kind of gave me Grand Theft Auto vibes though.
I just need my car to get to where I'm trying to go and take me back to the crib.
Dude said he be going to straight sleep. Like he be like, hey, I
sleep.
Like I'm like, nah, not me. I wouldn't do that shit. But he was.
Yeah, I don't trust that, bro. Like,
I don't trust the pilot when I'm on the plane.
Nah, I'll be asleep because if something gonna go wrong, I'd rather just not be wide awake. I'd just rather wake up into this. Fuck it, and then just gotta go with the flow at that point. But I don't want to be fully aware. Like, damn, I see the wing fell off. Now I gotta motherfucking try to either keep calm or panic with everybody. Just let me wake up the nigga scream. I'm just gonna close my eyes back and pray for the best. It's like, what is me panicking gonna do? It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die anyway at this point. Might as well enjoy my little last few minutes, a little nap I had going on and shit. Like at that point. But past. Yeah.
So the Black History Fact this week, man. I had my students do an assignment on HBCUs. Y'all know I love my HBCUs. Wait a minute. God damn it. Hold on. Before we even do that, nigga, it's homecoming week.
It is homecoming week.
LLLL.
You.
Shit.
Shout out Lincoln University.
Shout out to LU.
I ain't gonna be there, but I appreciate.
I'm gonna have every drink
for me.
For you.
Yeah.
So every time I drink, I'm gonna have two. One for me, one for you.
I was supposed to go, man, but a better opportunity came up for that weekend. It's gonna be 50-11 homecomings. I'd rather go to another opportunity that could propel my career.
Yeah, so I got homecoming this week and homecoming next week.
Yeah, I can't do too many.
It's 2 weeks. You know, I've been traveling like crazy, man. It's 2 weeks in a row homecoming. LU this week, Tennessee State next week.
Tennessee State.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my alma mater, Big Blue.
I would have went to. I be wanting to go to the concert, but I was like, I want to see no motherfucking Cash Dog.
Yeah, I never go to the concert because I be like, I'm too old.
How did y'all even get them two people together? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like that was one of them. Like, all right, you got to book him, but she got to come too, or book her because I'll book her before him.
Because it's what Cash Doll and Boosie.
Not hell. I wish it was Boosie. I would rather go see that. No, Nardo Wick.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
The nigga with the who won't smoke with us. See.
Wait, look, my age kicking in.
I tried to give it a benefit of the doubt. He got like between both of them, they got like 4 impossible songs. So it's like that's gonna be a real short concert.
Yeah,
I feel like the local acts that have more songs than them niggas put together. Yeah, I mean, the concert ain't for us no more.
It's really not. So, our Black History Fact this week: Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Motherfucker himself,
the motherfucker,
was expelled from Morehouse College in 1969. A lot of people don't know that.
I do.
He was expelled from Morehouse College for holding Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother hostage during a protest to improve life for Black students on campus.
Yeah.
And that's why Samuel L. Jackson got his start in Spike Lee movies, because they was in college together at Morehouse. And so, yeah, shout out to...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so, like, that's why he plays, you know, a lot of his first movies was Spike Lee films. And he plays, like, in School Days, he played a local, you know, because he saw it. He knew what it was like. Because when you go to HBCU, them goddamn locals be something else.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Lincoln
damn locals.
Low key, you stay in Lincoln too long, you become one. It's like you transform after 10 years there. You gotta go or you gotta adapt. You gotta go walk the boulevard barefoot, and then they kind of jump you over into the team. But my favorite part of the show,
indeed,
I get to do my numerology corner. I don't know if y'all do we have numerology?
Yeah, we had. I'm sure we had numerology corner.
If he ain't had no numerology corner, then y'all was like episode 30 something. Because I started in the episode 40.
No, they would. You had it because I was here when they came on the show.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was already on the show, so they already.
Oh no, you was already. Yeah. No, yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
Because I started it. Check it. I need to send me a picture. I'll say that like I ain't got all the files on here. I have to scroll through them. I don't know. I had to delete some because it started filling up too much. But for the numerology corner, I like to kind of find a little message within my favorite website. Shout out to sunsigns.org. Mm-hmm. I only picked that one because they was just the one that popped up the most every time I Googled it. And at this point, it just worked out for me. But they have a pretty cool gem or jewel they drop every per number. For those who don't know, if you kind of see a certain number, I got more in the numerology once I joined the Masonic Order. Kind of learned a whole lot of things about numbers and the meanings behind numbers and what they could mean. If you see these, it's kind of like another form of zodiac. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to mean what you see, but it's a possibility that you can align with said number or zodiac sign.
Mm-hmm.
But for the number 12 this week, it is urging you to adopt diverse methods to improve your home and the surrounding environment. It is prompting you to make your family atmosphere more caring and cheerful and to establish perfect understanding between family members.
That's perfect. That's literally what I did last night.
See?
That's literally what I did last night. You know, I've been traveling like crazy. We were from Paris to being out of town every damn week. And last night I just needed like a reset and had to refocus on the kid and explain, you know, to him what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's literally what happened last night, bro. So man, every week.
Yeah, we've been kind of just in the family method. We've been dealing with it.
Yeah.
At school, we got a lot of stuff that's going on that's going to change up the whole vibe eventually or potentially. So it's just kind of figuring out how we finna adapt into new situations, just find different ways and meanings and methods to make this shit work.
So how anybody did the numbers get to anybody here? Like did it make you feel some type of way?
No, not really.
Yeah. You usually work. Hey, don't. But I mean, y'all a family. I know if things change in between y'all, it's gotta make it a cohesive thing. One thing go off, you instantly notice. When you're around people for so long, it's like he walking in the room, you don't see him yourself.
Yeah.
So them situations that you don't think apply to these type of things, but it works like that. It's like if you get to know people, the more and more you get to learn mannerisms, you get to learn moves. People don't have to always tell you what's going on. You could kind of just look and see, like, talk, because I do that all day, bro. Dealing with kids. We had a whole kid straight run out the building today, bro. Like, and low key, it wasn't on us because our mama was at the school when this happened. And she was in the care of her mama, told her to go back to class. Instead of going to class, the girl straight dipped. Like, and we could not, eventually the police had to get involved, bro. We couldn't find that girl for like 2 hours. And we didn't realize till we looked on the camera, and the mama thought she went to class. So I'm saying I'll do in school, I'll do the building sub, all of that. This is not the person I'm watching. Yeah. But if y'all tell me to, y'all should have just put her in the room with me or had me walk her to class so I know she made it. Right. She dropped her bag in the middle of the hallway. By the time we realized the girl was missing, she had been gone for 20 minutes. Yeah. And the real thing, in my opinion, was I feel like the mama should have never sent her out the room. She up here for you, for whatever issue you causing. Y'all need to clearly sit here with the counselor because that's who they was with. Yeah. Had his talk, figure out what's going on with her so we can better serve her or whatever we need to because she do got a traumatic life, shit that happened that I can't fathom. So all we can do is just figure out different shit that will work. But you sent her along in class thinking like, well, let grown people talk and we're going to send you on your way. Not knowing, I'm like, we just brought her to the counselor's office because she tried to dip from her teacher. Like I had to straight block off. The other teacher had to grab her, put her in there because she slipped out the backpack, tried to run down the stairs. Meaning she was finna do the same thing.
No, she was about to get a whooping.
I honestly, I don't know.
Like
some of them, like, we got some tough ass kids, bro. They take their little whoopings, bro.
All the extra moving and juking that's going on, that's avoiding the ass whooping.
That's usually like how most kids do, bro.
Back in the day, boy, I had mad maneuvers when my mama came to the school. Bro. I was like X, Y.
I just took my L because my ass would just get worse and worse the more I thought about running. Like if I just get it over with in these first 15, 20 minutes, this nigga gonna get tired eventually. And it'll feel like hours. Really be all of like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, God damn, this nigga got stamina. Like, what? Nigga, I'm tired. Like, how you not tired at this point? But bro, it was crazy. Because we look at the cameras and I'm like, bro, by the time y'all told me it was like 11:35. She left out like 11:12. And like Smooth just walked out the back of the building. And I'm like, well, maybe she lived not too far from the school. Like maybe she mobbed to the crib. No, bro, they found it by like some park, like somewhere far out the way. It wasn't like super far because I worked down the street. But I mean, clearly she walked. I mean, she had 2 hours before somebody found her. Clearly, she was just walking aimlessly and ain't nowhere to go. Like, you ain't got no bag, you ain't got no phone. You really ain't the greatest reader. Like, and half of these kids, you'd be surprised, they don't know their house address. They don't know their phone number. Shit that we was mandatory just because we ain't had no cell phone to just trap everything in and just, I don't got it. It's a lot of people number that I probably should know by heart. I have no idea what it is past the area code because I don't have to. Even if the phone don't work, I could pull your number up and go get another phone and dial it out.
Yeah.
But you ask them, instead of pull up, like, man, what's your mama number? I don't know. Shit, I don't remember. I remember every debit card number I'd have by heart. Bank account number, I know all that by heart. I'll look it up just to verify it. But yeah, bro, I still remember. Like, I mean, my parents got the same phone number since I've been a kid, but my grandma's old number, any number I'd have had in the past, I still know every one of the numbers. Like just family members, just because I remember shit for Ellis. So that should just work out. But they be, you like, call your mama. But then again, their parents be having like 5 phone numbers in 2 months. So then it's like you got to make them learn every single number. But then the learning part, that's a whole other topic for another day. We'll be here all day talking about that shit. But Paz, what's pissed you off this week, man?
I'm gonna tell you what's pissing me off. I don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all seen this whack ass shit right here?
Dude, the Colorado HBCU shirt.
First of all, Colorado one of the whitest schools in the country. That's first part. Second part, just because Deion there don't make it a HBCU.
I think it's the abundance of black people that enroll into school or something that they.
The disrespect.
It's the vibe, I guess. I mean, hell, we don't get that many people in the stadium, so you can't say it's not HBCU. Lincoln, hell, we could barely fill up one side.
Hey, I was at the State Fair Classic this past weekend.
We be struggling.
I was at State Fair Classic, Grambling and Prairie View this past weekend. 52,000 people. 52,000. Excuse me. 52,000 in the Cotton Bowl. Great experience. The only weird thing, they had a fucking concert like in the middle of the game. Like the game was going on, but over in the end zone was a full concert. Like it was the first time for everything. I was shocked, but it was cool though. It was
like
cool.
Was somebody people knew.
It was some Dallas dude.
Oh hell no, you ain't finna make me perform while everybody watching the damn game.
They literally and all the high schoolers, like they had the high school bands and shit in there. All the high school bands was going crazy. Apparently got like some big hit down there. It was crazy. It was that whole end zone was lit.
That's what's up.
You know, it was a good time, but that's what's pissing me off, y'all. The goddamn people thinking Colorado HBCU is not. I don't know what the hell going on with my computer. That shit.
What is it? Your browser? Oh, I'll say your browser lost connection. It got you on here though. It was working perfectly fine. Well, y'all, we're gonna run through a couple random topics that we got. Just we find stuff to talk about for the people. One thing I did notice, bro. So, Mr. Jordan, Michael Jordan, bro, he worth $3 billion now. I know I probably contribute to a lot of that because I've been buying hella shoes.
Everybody, he's 100,000.
Look, he makes $770,000 per day off Jordan brand alone. That's crazy, bro. And it's crazy. First time I heard that, me and my girl was like, "Oh man, I'm finna stop buying this shit." 2 days later, I had an order placed coming to the crib. Hey, listen, I ain't protesting that damn hard about nothing. I got the throwback. The Reebok Shacks cool. Like if you're trying to get some retro shit, the pumper, I had a pair of them just because I paid $20. I was working there Finish Line.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna buy some Iverson.
I got a matter of fact, they in a bag at the crib. Just I want to know if the ball worked for real. That shit worked. That was cool to me, and I paid $25. Would I pay $100+ for some Shacks? Hell no. But for the people that need them, Shaq appreciate you because clearly Walmart been selling out the motherfuckers for years.
He bought Reebok and he put it in Walmart. You can go in Walmart and be all Reebok shit in there now.
Why not?
Super smart.
Walmart
Shout out to
selling Iverson soon. You go up in that motherfucker in the corner.
You said what?
Yeah.
He on that too?
No, but they in Walmart. I walked past.
Yeah, they in Walmart.
I saw him walk past. I was like, low key, black people been calling it assassin. All our life is really U.S. association. I found that out the other day, and I was like, damn, we be fucking shit up on purpose. And we don't know, but at this point, I I'm embedded in this as assassin because I'm not wearing this shit. It ain't. And the crazy part is, it was around before Ralph Lauren. But for some reason, Ralph Lauren trumped over, I guess, labels. They probably be made at the same damn place.
Bigger than that too. It's like Ralph Lauren. It's like Ralph Lauren.
See, look, you know what? And I ain't even pay. I've heard that said, but I never put to it. Not even paying attention, thinking, is that why niggas keep leaving a tag on the pan? Why do people do that?
So they can show the tag.
It's country shit. Like, bro, okay, you bought the jeans. I don't need to know that these and I'm not gonna treat like, oh, nigga, you got on purple jeans. Let's be friends. Like, I'm not gonna treat you no different. I'm gonna look at the first thing I'm gonna say. I'm like, this country ass. Like, why do you got the tag? I'll be wanting to go up and just rip people's shit off. Cause why are you doing this? That shit was cool, like back in.
Jeans don't be purple. It just had a tag on it too.
Bro, you could buy all that shit. I watched the whole TikTok video on how them influencers be going on eBay, buying Gucci bags and all of that shit, and be just pulling up to the stores, doing the pictures and shit in front of it like they really shopping. I ain't that hurt to get somebody to follow me, that I'm finna go spend money on an empty ass bag to go stand in front of a store to tell people I'm getting it like that.
I wouldn't want people to know.
That's what niggas do with them jeans. And them big beefy ass shoes. What's the Balenciaga? I'll be talking to the kids. I'm the teacher at the school with all the kicks, so I'll be wearing different shoes. We be talking about them and shit. And one little boy, I know he be wearing his mama's shoes. Cause I know his mama not spending all that on him, bro. Bro, they be beefy as hell. I'm like, bro, why you got them little ugly ass shoes on? Bro, he be like, Mr. A, these fly these. I'm like, bro, you would not like them shoes if all them niggas that you listen to did not talk about wearing them shoes. I'm like, them shoes ugly. Every shoe they be liking be ugly. They be wearing like LaMelo Ball shoes. I'm like, bro, first of all, don't nobody be wearing Puma. They nobody, unless if you got Pumas, they some running shoes that you done came across and they was mad comfy.
No Mellows tough.
Tough. I can't fuck with them.
I ain't gonna bomb.
I mean, for kids, cool, but they make them in adult sizes. So that means it's grown niggas out here like, I'm finna go get the new Mellow Balls. And he on the second version of it. I'm like, because I'm finna get some for one of the kids for Christmas. And I'm like, I just want you to know you literally getting these because you like them. Because if it was up to me, I would not buy you these ugly. I'd rather spend the extra $30, $40 to get you some Jordans.
Let me ask you something. So, you buying Team Jordans or you buying Dub Zero?
I'm buying retro Jordans.
Nah, I'm just saying. Would you buy, if you had to pick on the two, them the only two, you picking Team or you going with the Dub Zero?
I don't know. Team, like the current teams are like when they first. The ones back in the 90s was like back in the day was cool. Dub Zeros was, I had them in the first black and red pair when they first dropped, but they was hard when I first came. And now I be seeing them at the school. I'm like, better judgment. I wouldn't have did it the second time around. It depends on which pair, because they used to have these jump mans with the little, had like the 13 ball on the side, even though it wasn't the 13 one. Them was cool. Them was the team jump man. Yeah. 6 rings, I can't fuck with. And I had a pair back in the day. But they was some, I bought them on my cut. They were some boots. They was like a weak 6-ring boot. I was like, man, this kind of hard. I ain't gonna buy them in the store. I bought them on my cousin. They was cool. But like as a full-fledged, this is a brand new purchase. I had other options in the store as well. But if somebody like them, I'll get them full. I may have like a couple jokes. But Jordans is like, you could go 1 through 14, and then you got a few of them after that that's cool. I think the 15's decent.
18.
The 18's I like. The 17's, they finna drop 3 pair in 2024. If it's 300, I need the briefcase. If it comes with the briefcase, it makes sense. That was the only like out of then the 20s was cool. I just seen that on the video because they had the 20s and they had the Dub Zero. The 20s is decent, but it's only like the original red and black pair. I don't think I ever seen it. No, they got the 20s, then they got Dub Zeros. No, I like them. I wouldn't rebuy them in 2023. In 2006, 2007, when I had them, that was my senior year in high school. That was cool. The little kids met school wearing, I'll be telling them, you fresh and shit. I'm like, you don't get them? I was like, nah, but you like them, so I rock with them. I'm more of a 1s, 4s. It depends on the pair you got. I got on the Palomino ones now. That motherfucker smooth for a brown and black shoe. I'm about to say I like 12s, 11s. Nah, them the best shoe. That's the best shoe. Like to me, out of all his silhouettes, the 11. It's just something about him. You can dress them motherfuckers up. I know, and I'm finna get them motherfuckers. But I'm finna get them. But I don't know. I mean, maybe that's he got 2 pair coming out this year, but the other one's a women pair. They
Cherry better than them.
I'm trying to get them too. Them drop at the end of the month. Cherry 12.
He said Cherry 12 is coming out.
Yep, October 28th.
What up, Keno?
Shout out to Keno, man. Shout out to Keno. So another little random thing. I don't know if y'all know who Keith D is. Yeah, old nigga. The dumbest, by far the dumbest old criminal. Because usually it be the old niggas talking about like, oh, y'all stupid. Y'all are telling yourself. Right. The crazy part is if all them old motherfuckers had cameras back in the day that could instantly post, I guarantee you they would have been doing the same shit. They were stunning on random niggas just driving up and down they block. To start shit, you mean to tell me that I could put this on the internet now? I ain't got to leave my street? I can talk shit to y'all? They would have did it probably way worse than these little niggas.
Saying that he did.
The same shit. I passed the gun to the shooter. God damn. Oh, nigga, like, I see it today. He's surprised when they locked him up. I'm like, I feel like at this point, he was just waiting to see how long he can. He's like, man, I done kicked it long enough. And all that. And then you going to get jammed up because everybody else that was in the car dead. Dumb. Like, they ain't even got to come figure out, did you do it? They done found a hole. He still got like the gun at the crib and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is you holding on to this?
Doesn't he have like a whole like memoir about where he done told the whole story?
Listen, bro, and I just watched a little snippet of the one. They was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, I passed the gun to the shooter. He's talking about he seen Tupac coming down the street. These girls was yelling out the whip because he's standing out the sunroof. They yelling out Pac. They was going to look for. They had just left somewhere looking for him. They driving the opposite way. As soon as they bust a U, pull up on him at the light. He was like, I passed the gun. He gave every detail. First of all, why am I able to tell this version of the story as detailed as this nigga did? Like I was in the back seat. That's number one. As a criminal, why are you giving us step by step? Unless you don't went to court for the crime and you at the double jeopardy stage of this where you could talk about this and you can't get in trouble. That's why I'm mad OJ ain't saying shit. Cause bro, you can't get jammed up no more. At this point, just tell us you did the shit, cause we know you did. You wrote a whole book talking about it. I don't think OJ did. Man, that nigga did.
Oh, that's what I think. I think his son did. No, right. You know, he can't. His son ain't got.
I ain't never seen him.
No, I
probably tell by the head if I seen him. Yeah, I don't know. OJ
and he Khloe Kardashian did.
They both got the same size head. So that's how I know. Like you be looking, I'm like, cause your mama was wilding. I mean, the apples don't be falling far from the tree. Y'all all be in there wilding. And she definitely was freaking on OJ wild.
Oh yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. But Keith D stupid. And then Suge talking about he not gonna testify. I mean, at this point, it really don't matter.
Yeah, like he told on himself. Like,
look, he probably set it up. That's why I was like, what's the if I tell on y'all, then y'all gotta tell on me. Yeah. At this point, nigga, you ain't getting out of jail no time soon. So let's just all tell what happened. I really don't care. It's like, yeah, I ain't out here screaming justice for Tupac. Like, nigga, that was hell ago. I was like 6. He done put out like 4 more albums since then and ain't been here.
I think I was a freshman in high school when Pac died.
I was definitely, it was what, 95? 95? Yeah, bro, I was 6.
No, that was 90, 96, 97.
I probably just figured out how to spell Tupac. Like at that time. Like, I just remember seeing it on MTV News and it was like, damn, Tupac gone. At this point, it's just like, we bringing it up. It's like, y'all just need content at this point. Like, do you gotta have a trial? He told on himself. What court cases is needed for this? You're not gonna make me sit on the jury stand. Because I'm gonna instantly make sure y'all kick me off of it as soon as I get in there. I'm like, I don't believe he did it. And then y'all just gonna get rid of me out the gate. Like, cause why we in here? Like, fam, he got 17, 19 interviews telling everybody play by play. All of us sitting up here have heard. There's nobody you're gonna find that ain't heard about this case or that's not gonna look it up. As soon as they realize this dude, because it just say Tupac, it's like, well, shit, we might as well. Like, does this confirm that everybody know he did now? I guess for the people that don't believe he did.
Man.
I mean, at this one, shit, it don't make me no never mind. He probably live on the south side. There's a lot of strange people that live over here. Since I've been working over here, shout out to the people from the south side of St. Louis, because this is like being in a live action play of The Wire.
Don't worry. You to the C to the I to the T to
Y'all a different species of people too. You City a different species of people too. But they got the love.
You City and Cowboys fans like equal to each other.
Delusional. But the
They
South,
still believe in Santa Claus too.
I don't know if y'all spend hella time over here. But I work over here. I'll be not wanting to leave the building. I'm like, bro, this is the strangest group of people in all of St. Louis that I done came across. Like, I seen a man on a bike pulling a cart with a chain, and like then he trying to go up the ramp, trying to go up the curb. He gonna get off mad, like shot at the whole cart flipped over. I'm like, fam, you don't have this secured. Like, what are you doing? You ain't pulling shit. Then he looking at me like I'm wrong for looking at him. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get away from over here. I'll be one. It's the kids that keep me on the south side. But it's like being in a live play of the show The Wire. Every episode is a day of when they started letting people sell them drugs in that little area, Amsterdam. This whole area, bro. Like the teacher, the TA teacher got robbed on second day of school by an 11-year-old with armed robbery at this. Like straight pulled a gun on her. We had to run outside. Like we seen him. He had just hopped the fence. We yelled like, bro, we could see you because he trying to duck down. He just hop up, point the gun. I'm like, bro, I ain't finna take no step. I'm like, he's scared. So he gonna shoot because he's scared. He don't want to shoot nobody. But he definitely, I'll be damn, an 11-year-old finna take me out. That shit dead. But it's just the fact that you 11, nigga, it's the second day of school. At least go the first 2 days of school. You ain't got no food. It's meals there. Do whatever you need to do. But I'm like, bro, at 11, when they finally found him, they was like, yeah, he 11. Now we ain't got no TA. Now I gotta keep helping cover classes. All because kids want to rob people, bro. We done had all types of stuff happen. It's just like, I don't know if this is because it's South Side or what. But this is a strange area of St. Louis. That's all I'm going to say.
Said white man dressed like Jesus riding a bike.
He is frequently over here. He wears a whole white outfit, a white cowboy hat. Even the kids at the school know him as Jesus. He walk past, you hear a kid, there go Jesus. I'll be like, and they just straight be yelling, hey, Jesus. He just be waving and walking. It don't matter how hot it is outside. He got this white trench coat thing on and all type of shit. And I'm just like, you know what? He may be the Lord at this point. Y'all starting to convince me because he pop up out of nowhere. He'll come out like around the corner. I'm like, man, where the fuck he come from? I'm like, you know what? They be saying the angels on earth. I don't know. Let me not fuck with him. I'm gonna let him do his thing. He don't bother nobody. He answered back. So clearly this is a lifelong dream of his to pretend he is Jesus. But he ain't got no car. I know that much. So Jesus he still think he in Bethlehem because his ass be walking everywhere. That's just crazy within itself. Man, welcome to the South Side. RIP to STL legend.
Man, RIP to our worthy brother, Past Master, Austin A. Lane Jr. He's been a family friend of mine for years. Him and my great uncle were really close growing up. And so he has handled every funeral in my family. And so when we got the news, you know, it hit, you know, it kind of was like one of those, like you lost a family member. But rest in peace to him. And he had been through some things. Like, you know, you talk about one of the longest businesses.
Right? Didn't they just run the door? Like,
yeah, somebody just ran into the Renaissance Chapel, which is like the newer building. Somebody ran into it probably about a month ago.
They still boarded up.
Yeah, so, but 87 years old, man, he lived a glorious life, helped a lot of people. So rest in peace to him and condolences to his loved ones.
R.I.P. Also, R.I.P. another random dude I ran across the internet. They call him Bupak Shakur. aka the Black Chris Hansen. So what he used to do, bro, how Chris Hansen used to have to catch a predator, he was like a random dude who took it upon himself to catch predators and get them locked up and all of that type of stuff. You know, you see the pages where people got all these companies, they'll create these different accounts and find people that straight be thinking they meeting up with people just to turn them into jail. Well, unfortunately, that was his demise as well.
Somebody shot his ass.
Yeah, like, bro, he ran up on, like, I don't know, dude was like 17, 18, or 18 and 19. One of them had a knife, the other one had a gun, got out the car, shot his ass, and he died at the hospital.
Damn.
So, I mean, you out here doing a good deed because don't nobody need pedophiles, clearly. But that ain't your job also. So I don't go out doing a police job trying to save nothing if I ain't got to.
Yeah. So
you just kind of let them take their matters in your own hand. But social media stuff again, people popped and shot.
Oh, you saw what happened to that
dude the other day got shot in the mall.
Yeah.
Well, he got shot I think some months ago.
Yeah, he was doing like a YouTube like prank or some shit.
Yeah.
And dude was like, "Hey, leave me alone." Pow, shot his ass.
I mean, bro, look, dude ain't wasting no time. He got him 3 small calm. Hey, leave me alone. Back up off me. Back up. Bow. And just shot his ass and kept walking. Like, I don't know where it was at.
Yeah.
But I know it happened a little. I know it happened a little bit. I know it happened a little bit ago because they just had the trial thing for it. Dude shot him, got off.
Yeah. Because
it was like, man, you was invading me. Like, you know, and his prank was saying something like he was walking up showing his phone, talking about dude was looking at his stuff or some weird shit. Then he was just hella close to him. And he's like, hey, back up. He keep putting the phone in his face. I'm like, YouTube gonna get y'all killed, bro. And it's been people I've seen got killed doing that shit. It's like, what makes y'all think pranking people? Like, stop going to the hood fucking with people. Yeah. They already struggling. Yeah. Okay. Like, you not finna fuck up my day. Like, walking up on people like, you wanna, they'll say something that's, they not talking about that, but bro, them trigger words to people. Everybody don't play. Yeah. And then they be, oh, it's a prank, but I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, like the dude that be going up, acting like he on the phone when he say something.
Oh yeah, bro. He done got hemmed up a few times.
That's a prank, no, fuck
bro. Fuck it, because one person, they not gonna be in the mood that day. You clearly see it. He got his ass shot. You didn't think he was gonna go to the mall pranking people, and that probably was about the third, fourth person he pranked that day. Yep. You pranked the wrong one, clearly.
Did YouTube dude die?
No, but I bet he remember that fucking bullet. Like, stop playing. I tell people every day, stop playing with people you don't know. That's whether I'm a funny person. I crack jokes on people all day, but I don't do it with people I don't know. I don't just walk up on nobody like, hey, you such and such and such and such. I ain't looking to pull jokes from people. If we doing this out of love, we joking, it's cool. But you don't just, everybody don't play with everybody like that. And you find one person, you think it ain't no biggie. They man had a horrible day. Now look at you, shot. How you explain that in the hospital? Because if I call my mom, she'll be like, you dumb as fuck. I'll come visit you when I can.
Really gonna live my life.
It's like, who told your dumb ass? She'll be like, didn't I tell your stupid ass stop doing that? That's all they need, somebody to tell them after they get shot. Didn't I tell your dumb ass stop doing that? Go in there and
get them short ribs, Blue.
Look.
Go get them short ribs.
Stop doing that dumb ass shit. Stop fucking with people. Clearly it's not gonna be a lesson learned because he's like the third, fourth person I heard about being shot. He just lucky he didn't die. Right. And clearly, if dude really didn't, I mean, he aimed for him. I'm surprised he got off because he did hit him like in the chest and shit. You could have shot him in below the knee and got like, bro, there ain't no attempted murder. But I mean, you ain't trying.
It's a white man with a gun. Come on now.
Yeah, worked out in his face. He shot another one, man. So gotta work that in.
Is the other dude white too?
Yep. Oh, yeah. I ain't never seen one of the black YouTubers got shot doing that dumb ass shit. I was like, that's what your dumb ass get. Stop playing with people. Yeah. Like, they hard head, make soft ass.
Indeed.
Every time. I don't know those who follow basketball. Jimmy Butler.
My life into pieces.
Jimmy.
This is my last resort.
Jimmy Panic at the Disco Butler. But look, he do it because I think at this point it's just gonna be a trend till he leave because he did them horrible ass locks last year, and then that's his straight 2K picture. Like I was like, come on, bro.
Clean shave too.
And the emo, he said it was his costume, so he had to stay in character. He done pierced the eyebrows, the lips. Oh, he's like, I gotta stay in costume. This is my Halloween.
I see the picture, that's all I think about is that song.
Yeah, bro, that's all you can think about. I used to see kids. I used to work with a dude.
This is my last resort. Like,
I used to straight work with a dude, bro. And I asked him, I was like,
students
bro,
like
why
that.
you do that?
I got students like that.
Hey,
And when they
sure,
come in my class, I be looking at them like
doing that in 2023 is crazy.
it's
It was wild back then.
This girl came in today. She had her blue lipstick on and shit. She's like, "Sup, master?" I was like, girl, you from Ferguson? Like,
Chill out. That's not
where is this coming from?
like the internet. They come across something I like that.
And she
That's
got
my
all
angle
out.
right
She
here.
got the big jeans, you know what I'm saying?
The big
With the
bulky
pockets and
ass
shit.
jeans, bro. I used to ask
And the
them-
chain.
I used to ask him, I'm like, man, do you put something in all them pockets?
She got it.
At this point, like, you got to utilize all these pockets. Because I hate having too many pockets on something. I'll be losing shit. Like, do you know where everything
Doing
is
this.
when you got these pants? You got to frisk yourself. I used to ask him, like, bro, why the bottom of your pants so stepped on? Like, they long as hell. Cuff them bitches or something. I'm like, you know they do them in the length as well as the width. You need to get like a 30. You're looking more like a 30. Like, it's okay. It's okay to touch the shoe. We need to know what they ain't trying to hide them dirty ass white ones that everybody be wearing. I used to work with this dude in Jeff City like that. And I was like, bro, how did we get here? Like, this is you. This is you. I know this wasn't no from birth thing. I'm like, we black. Like, how did we get here? Like, I was like, is that a perm? He's like, he broke the whole process down. I was like, okay. The truth of this, I guess so, my boy, do your thing. Whatever, as long as you happy, I'm happy. But Jimmy Butler wildin', man. And he said it's his emo phase. I think it's because he didn't get Dame Lillard. That's his emo move because he didn't get Lillard, which was crazy within itself. Because I knew he was going to get traded. The Bucks was the last place. I thought it is. It's a perfect fit for him. It's a perfect fit for him. If he do right, they should be going to the finals. If they do, don't nobody get injured. I'm like, y'all got a solid team. The only difference is Drew Holiday. That's the only part they gonna lack. The defense. Dame Lillard just like, I play D. I ain't Drew Holiday defense. But shit, at this point, you just gotta play minimum defense and shoot their lights out.
What's got the second half basketball player anyway? What's his name? Yeah, second half. I didn't watch him play live, man. He trash.
Oh no, I saw him play live. I went to the Bulls and the Bulls and Bucks maybe. It was 2020.
Trash.
I ain't put up buckets, but it wasn't till like he didn't get the points for it till the second half.
He ain't got dub and jaw when he playing.
Oh,
Gosh,
second half. That's trash.
I ain't had like 40 on him.
Bruh. I was sitting in like the 100 seats at the United Center. I'm like, bro, these niggas big as hell out. Motherfucker, like two of my shoes put together. I'm like, man, y'all just don't be kicking each other, walking ready. I mean, shit, that nigga Shaq wearing 27. It's like, bro, who's taking the time? That's why he wearing Reeboks. There was the only people that was gonna take the time to make his shoe. Jordan's only go up to an 18.
Hey, what if Shaq was fast?
You just gonna hear his ass, ooh, running down the goddamn like, is Shaq coming? Oh, like, bro, get your big James and the giant peach ass.
That boy walk down State Street.
Go put the street already made an Oreo filling. You gonna step through nothing but potholes. Shout out to State Street. Go over there get my chicken when I used to live over there. My Pop's chicken. I was a frequent flyer in that motherfucker. I used to stay in Cahokia for like 4 years. That's a random place too. Cahokia is different within itself. Moving from Chicago area to there, I was like, oh, okay. But it was quiet for the most part. Where I stayed, I had no sidewalk. But that was a downfall. I'm like, I just got walking the street everywhere. Like, god damn, like I get hit by a car. Like your life is at risk every day trying to go somewhere. Well, STL City soccer team, bro.
Who cares?
Hey, I shot them out. First expansion soccer team.
Wait,
to do
look,
so.
I've never ever like watched a soccer game.
My kids got to go for free because they can't. I ain't get to go because I had to shoot a video, but I heard the atmosphere in there.
Anybody been there?
I want to. The day I was supposed to go, I went to the video shoot the day before. Come to find out she told me the wrong date, and it was at the time of the game. I was low key hurt.
Can you imagine just opening up a business around? I don't care what it is.
It's like the dispensary right across the street from the motherfucker. The dispensary dead across the street. Viola.
It's a little what's the name right there too? In like a little restaurant or something.
Bro, it's all type of little shit over there. Just like they just plopped them off. They built that thing first of all fast as hell. Like I remember when they started doing it. Next time I went back down, the whole shit was done.
It's right up the street from the marquee.
Bro, right up the street, and then
That's crazy.
and that's what I'm saying. Look, you got the marquee, the dispensary, and then it's right across the street from. It's one straight shot to do all of that. They be throwing different types. They finna have somebody finna have an event there. Like they do all different types of events out there. It's a rapper named Mastermind. He like the music maestro. So they games be amped, bro. They be getting folks to come out there. And this is an expansion team. Look, this is the first time an expansion team done did like what they doing. They number one in the conference. Like they finna go to the playoffs as the number one team. And I think it's like the Western Conference or whatever they call themselves. They a couple points away from having the most points an expansion team ever scored in soccer history. Like they straight doing some shit for their first year. And like the ticket sales make sense to it. That's how you know you could tell like what sports really be popular because they top seats $160.
St. Louis is a soccer city though. It's baseball, soccer. You know, like I went to a high school that was big in soccer, and they love that shit.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
Like you should see the amount of soccer parks like here where they got like 4 and 5 fields.
Oh no, yeah. I live by one, right
yeah.
around the corner from one. And every time they be having night games and shit, and I'll be. That's all just STL. So in soccer, you only got to be 16, like 14 to 16 to be pro. So Lil Dude signed his whole pro contract and is playing games with them before he even walked across the stage. He just graduated the last school year. He straight had a full-fledged contract with a professional team. Yeah, before he even graduated. He went to Pattonville, I think. And, I mean, bro, my son likes soccer. I'm like, hey, soccer ain't got no salary cap. So for those kids want to be interested, soccer, baseball, golf, them type of sports, them are all 3 sports my kid like. If he gonna play sports, he's like, I don't really like all the other. He more academics, but them the ones he found his interest in. I was like, look, they can pay you whatever in them 3. So if you serious, I'm rocking with it.
Hey, AJ like tennis. Yeah, I was like, hey, you gotta watch the little King Richard movie first.
Hey, I fucks with tennis, bro.
Hey, he watched it. He's
I
like,
play
I still want to play.
Because of college, I fucks with tennis. I used to play ping
Hands
pong.
the shit out your ass.
We used to be. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna turn out.
Hey, look,
like,
it worked out.
Hey, you got to go outside in the rain.
Joe Jackson did it. Joe Jackson
Joe-
made a whole family of singers. He may have been wild with it, but the product worked. So I mean, a little discipline. I see how
Little
kids
ass
act
whooping
when they
ain't never
don't got
hurt
no
nobody.
direction and discipline.
Little ass whooping ain't never hurt nobody.
If it's gonna get you to some millions, I'll go back in time and just do a little more after the ass whooping. I'm still fucking up, so clearly I wasn't trying to go nowhere with that shit.
Hey man,
Uh,
Sexy Red.
Bro, they try to put that's
Ludacris.
tonight. That's crazy. You remember when award shows used to come out? It was like big hype behind, and maybe because I don't got cable and shit. Like, there's no point to buy cable at this point. So maybe that's why I don't see all the hype and the commercials and everything talking about it. But the straight BET Hip Hop Awards tonight.
On a Tuesday?
It's always on a Tuesday, bro. It's always randomly on a Tuesday. I found out this morning. And like, I just put her name because that's how the headline go for it. On all the things I read, put her name first. That just show you how much traction you get, the right amount of traction the song can do. Like her whole, she went from, not saying she wasn't popping, because I saw her in October. She opened up for Gucci Man. She made Pound Town 2-3 months later. So she ain't have all them songs. I was just in there. I was going to get drinks. Like, there was just too many people on stage. Like, it was just like, she cool, but I can't hear shit she's saying. I probably would have paid a whole lot more attention knowing this was going to be the outcome 3 months later. And that's just hella dope to see. It's like, all you got to do is put in effort. She's been going viral for years. It's just people I never heard of it until I see the videos people be talking about. I'm like, damn, I remember seeing this years ago, randomly scrolling through shit. Shit crazy.
I don't want to see Offset without the rest of them.
I don't know. He kind of entertaining by himself. I didn't think he was till you see him by himself. He the rapper that be dancing and shit. That's what make it funny. Like, he be straight up there doing whole routines with other people. But yeah, R.I.P. Takeoff, man. That's still fucked up.
Shout out to Ludacris still bringing out the big shoes and the big hands and big arms.
I seen that outfit that he wore on the internet the other day. I was like, look, y'all be getting rich and be putting on some dumb ass shit. I understand it. And the first thing is, but it costs a lot. So, well, I'm pretty sure I can put a white It's the cost thing. I'm like, y'all think because it costs a lot, it's fire. That's not how that goes.
Did you see that picture of Usher, Erykah Badu, and it was somebody else
looking like villains waiting on Batman and shit? I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, you don't got to get to the money and then just start dressing crazy as ever. Like, you can still put the shit on. And I'll be rich and still buying a whole bunch of white tees. I just may buy more expensive white tees now.
I got
so they can last longer because my Hanes ones ain't that good after 3-4 washes.
I got one last random before we get into this interview, man. Shout out to Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
Oh, 29 years?
It's 13 times platinum.
Oh yeah, for the Love Box Speaker Below.
Love Box
and then the first album just celebrated 29 years?
Yeah, hey, here the dope thing is I really think they about to bring it back.
No, I heard the post was just celebrating the album.
Come on,
29 years. Andre,
your fans want
Andre out here being Ron Burgundy, pulling out that jazz flute anytime he wants to, man, living his best life. He don't give a fuck about music no more. And when he do, but he still got the capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
You heard his verse on Killer Mike, Scientists and Engineers.
Yeah.
Like, he still got it. At 50-something years old, he can rap better than most people rapping now. But at that point, it's just be like, I'm still going. I just hit 13 times platinum, and I ain't put out nothing.
Yeah.
In years. At this point, we want him to do it. He don't need to. He ain't got nothing to prove.
I just want him to go on tour
one time. I'll pay whatever the ticket is.
Me too.
Whatever the ticket is. I know you ain't probably listening, but in case it do get to you, Andre 3000, in case your little jazz flute pick up internet radio, I don't know what that thing do, but it keep you occupied. Just one tour, bro. I don't know what y'all beef is. Y'all ain't even got to talk. Just rap.
Yep.
Just do your rapping and y'all can go separate ways. Soul Man did it in the movie, Bernie Mac and Samuel L. Jackson. They ain't fuck with each other for a minute, but they brought it back together for the great. You the dog, motherfucker. Eat the steak the size of your motherfucking back. That's my favorite movie. I know that whole movie word for word. But y'all figure it out, man, so I can spend a little $400-$500.
Yep.
I'll treat them like some Renaissance tour tickets. I don't know if we ain't finna all be putting on no crazy ass outfits to match Andre 3K. I'm not putting on no big ass pants.
I'm gonna go get me a wig. I'm gonna go get me a wig, and I'm gonna be out there. Cut my life into pieces.
I'm gonna get me an ATL in jersey and call it a night. I got a.
Hey.
Boy, I don't like that. I've seen they call stack jeans, bro. I seen them in the mall one day. I'm like, these long as hell. Yeah, for a certain age demographic.
Big ass balls.
Yeah, but and you know what? Now that I look back on it, bad decisions were made. I'm one of the people. I used to look back on my old pictures and I hit on my friends like, were we really friends back then? Because you was letting me wear 4X tall tees. Like, why was we doing that? That was cool, but when you know better, you do better. I would not dodge your balls out. They come back with some regular size pants that ain't as beefy. I'll fuck with them. I don't care what nobody talking about. Oh boy, you have to give me the website. Because I fucks with Jabos. They was just, you just could put both of your legs in one side on the original pair. I used to be putting on hella t-shirts, the whole basketball shorts under the jeans phase was a wild era. You was ready to hoop at any given moment. You wore nothing but hooping shoes, jeans, and basketball shorts. Because if somebody wanted to play a game at 21-32, it's like, Nick, what? What you talking about? You was comfortable. You was comfortable. Like, yeah, it was a wild time in high school. It was a wild time. I look at all my pictures. I be wanting to delete them. Because I'm like, bro, y'all straight didn't love me. And then I see their outfits. And I'm like, we didn't love each other. Because we was all wearing crazy ass, big ass outfits for no reason. All them big ass outfits. Look at Dipset old outfits. Hats don't fit. Why you got a size 8 hat on? But you wear a size like 7 1/4 hat. Hat all over the ears.
That's country for you.
That was country as fuck. And then somehow it made his way up here. I'm like, bro, I look back. We was out here with belts with the names going across. I had one in red. You know how long it took you to spell out what you was trying to spell? And if you fuck up one letter, you straight got to start all the way back over.
Hey, in 2015, I went down to Mississippi, right? They were still rocking like they had just got to like finger waves and shit. Every girl had them. I was like, hey, this 2015. Why the fuck y'all got this hairstyle?
Wow.
I'm like, that was like 1997.
Y'all get y'all
I don't
Eddie
think
James
Big Waves
looking
will ever
at
go out of style.
who?
I don't think figure waves will ever go out of
Dope
style.
style.
It's not bad. I just don't want to see an abundance. We're not in the roaring 20. Now, it works for
Hey.
certain people.
What's the difference when you see all them ponytails?
I'll be upset. Like, but everybody can't rock a finger wave. Everybody head shape ain't meant for that. You gotta pick and choose your battles. You gotta know. Some people be trying shit like, nah, you know. Everybody, you can't.
Try to do them waves.
That little ponytail, and I'll be like, but if they had good friends who would put stop telling her, oh, you put that shit on. No, she didn't take that shit off. I'll be tired of seeing people ponytails with the texture of your hair and your ponytail not being cohesive. You can't have that. And I ain't gonna say it's because whatever, I don't know what letter C, D, 4, 3, what color it is. Ain't nothing wrong with having good natural hair, but make sure we make it silky straight to match. You can't put the silky straight or the wavy ponytail in, but you decided not to deal with the rest of it. Because we be talking to the women at school, not just saying it to them, but I'm like, men don't pay attention to shit. We really don't. But if I could tell your hair is fucked up, it's fucked up. And it's really fucked up if I acknowledge it. Because we don't give a damn about shit most of the time. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. But I'm like, hey, you leave out. It's wild. You leave out wild. Why do I know that? Because I've been around enough women to know that this right here is not cohesive with the rest of the hair. It's like, I don't know, is it heat damage? What we got going on? Blended. It's just like we got a little boy at the school. I know his mama be cutting his hair because they just be cutting it. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. You can see when somebody was starting to try to get the ball fade going and just said, fuck it. I don't know if I can do the ball fade part. And he just be rocking it. And it's just like, brother, they divide it. I'm like, okay, it's dark up top. It's getting light at the bottom. Let's finish the rest. It's like they get to that point, then they just be like, all right, you done. And he come to school I was like, we got 3 little kids. I don't know who let them get some clippers. They all shave their hair off. And they walked in. I was like, well, if it ain't Little Bill and them. Because y'all little as hell with big ass feet. And I asked the smaller brother, it's one in kindergarten. It's one in pre-K. No, kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. All of them just literally took clippers out. And I was like, who did it? They was like, we did. I was like, I can tell. Because if somebody gonna shave your hair bald, at least make it even. You see the little patches of where they couldn't get the shit off. And I'm just like, what was the decision behind this? Let's sit down and talk. Why y'all do this? Because we wanted to. But why? I'm like, you're too young to be bald. We like it. I'm like, y'all ain't here looking like Kobe Bryant in 96. And they don't even understand the jokes that we be just throwing at. We sit there flaming them. They just don't get it. Because they're like, we don't know shit about what you talking about. And I'm like, go home. I'm like, when you get your tablet in class, Google Little Bill. And come talk to me next time you see me in passing period. And then they be mad as hell. I'll find a nickname for all of them because they just be doing shit. I'm like, bro, who told you at 5 to go get the clip? Because he the one did it first. The youngest one did it first. And it was like, everybody was like, it's cool. We gonna do it too. The oldest one ain't do it. I'm like, why you ain't doing that? I don't know. I was like, listen, you still got time to think this through. Don't follow the other ones and shave your shit bald too. Because your head is smaller than theirs. And I already got the jokes prepared because I saw them. And I thought you was gonna follow behind them with the same bald head. Let's do better. Let's think better. Lord. But before we get into our dope interview right quick, man, we got a quick commercial break. Really ain't no commercial. I ain't got no commercials. Y'all got to pay for them. But I got a musical break for the moment. We got another artist. I think his name was Deuce Hathaway. I did know the name of the song, but then when I put it up here, it put up some other stuff because they did not change the name of the song in the system before their producer downloaded it. So the song is going to say Fruity Loops right now. So producer, I know that's the producer's fault. Let's when you're downloading your artist music, maybe you want to change the file name to kind of either their name or maybe the name of the song they chose. They kind of cool too. But we're gonna play that Deuce Hathaway. It's episode 12. The X'perience Barber and Beauty Team in the building. Such an experience. And here we go. My city, my music, lowercase. I don't know. I can't see right now. Yeah, I see your camera. So you on there. Come quick for them find out. Whole time she was waiting on me to make my move. Nah, the mic's muted. What'd you say? No, they can't even see us. On the screen, they got a picture of the flyer for the episode. I'm making like I downloaded like a video and just run it. No team when he sexual, but say him no respect you. A proper lady might now. Can't give me all she might now. If I could dance, she might whine now. Wanna go Caribbean, I might whine now. Now. Man, I thought about it, bro. But I mean, it just, I don't have the time, bro. I do so much shit, I would never have the time to do that. Like I do, like I said, the convenience of this, they don't finna start doing somewhere. I'm running other people's shows. So it eventually gets to be, I'll be doing, just coming here and not having to pay to do my show and getting paid to run other people's shows. So I don't for a month or $90. So that's not, and we split. It's $45. Like, and everything's here. I got a decent location that's big enough. Like my 100th episode, it was filled up with people. Like, so we're gonna start doing more stuff like that. The 24th, I got DJ Boogie Corleone. He gonna come set up his DJ shit. That'll be the first time I do that. So I set up DJ equipment. So I try to do something. I done like live shows. I'm trying to get more into that. Like I got my own equipment outside of this. I got my own personal equipment. Like 4 mics, a mixer board. Yeah, we could. We definitely could. We'll talk about it. We can definitely make that happen. Come back in a second. What we got left? Interview? Yep. Interview and rapid fire at the end. Hey, turn up, turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic Issue More. It's really not another, it's the same one. But it is episode 12 of season 2, Such an Experience. And y'all about to find out about the experience. As we got our wonderful guest in the building, man, it's time for our interview portion of the show. So, for all of us, y'all kind of did give you got to tell your name, but we want to hear a little more about you. So that's going to require everybody to, you ain't got to go deep into detail. But man, for those who didn't get to catch the first episode, like I said, we got a few people that's been here before, a few newer faces on the team. So just let our listeners and viewers know a little about yourself, what it is you do at the shop, and just, about you. We'll kick it down.
Yeah. So let's see. I've been cutting. I went to barber school in 2020. Was very unhappy before that. I was doing construction work, trying to figure out my life. Really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Didn't have a lot of guidance, so I took a risk before it was too late. And barber school ended up being it. And it's been the best decision I've ever made. I've been with the experience for a year now, and a lot has happened in that year, but it's all been very positive. It's a great team. I've learned a lot, and yeah, man, I couldn't be more thankful. I really couldn't. It's a good spot.
Okay.
I don't want to be anywhere else.
That's what's up.
Yep.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I'm Shawnee. I am a barber stylist. So I've been with the team since we opened in 2020. Best team I've ever worked for. I've been in the industry for a while. So I'm looking forward to what else is to come.
Keep living.
Come on.
Heavy cuts.
Gotta be in the mic.
Maybe cuts. I've been here what we said 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Homecoming week, same week. So,
Bro, it happens a lot of times. I done had people. This the second or third time I done brought somebody back, and it was literally like to the same week that they was.
He was talking about HBCU.
Yeah.
So I've been here since day one. I'm not a regular team member no more. I moved up to management.
Okay. We got it. Let's
As a manager, being over a group of people, it was hard in the beginning. It's still hard. My dog, he pushed me through. My team, they push me. They be on me because I be on them. And we hold each other accountable to a standard to pass our limits for real. So we have pretty high standards for everybody around, and we push them past their limits. And I'm just ready for the next level. I'm just ready for what's next.
Okay.
I'm Eli the Barber. I think I said it last time when we was on about 2 years ago. I am the youngest one on the team, but ever since I joined, I remember Heavy and D when I was at the school, finna join the school, and D asked if I was hungry. I said no. I'm thinking he talking about food, but he talking about haircut. So I'm like, okay, I am. So ever since then, he always came into school, watched me. Heavy came into school, watched me, and then from there, after that, this is my first shop that I joined. So I had to mature fast. I don't really be hanging out with too many people because it's just people just be weird on different times.
Mm-hmm.
And hanging out with these people, these good group of people, helped me get to where I am today. So I'm very thankful for all you guys.
That's a blessing for real though. That's a for real blessing because a lot of people at your how old are you now? A lot of people at 21, bro. I know when I was at 21, I was at my first kid, bro. I was still in college trying to figure out life and shit. I was taking a kid to class, like having to try to still get my degree, and was getting a degree that I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. Like, and so to see you still in the path that you was when you first started, and being around because you get a lot of people that's young get around older people that don't got good intentions for them. Mm-hmm. So they leading them down the wrong path. Like, oh well, shit, my life fucked up. Come join in my shit instead of pushing them to be better and do better. That's what he's supposed to do. It's like I want to see it like, bro, who got the best shit? He's better. Like I want you to be way better than me, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. So I love to hear that, man. I love to hear this.
My name is Arsenio. They call me Arsenio in the shop. You stepping up? Short jokes. You know, I done been in a few shops working around St. Louis. I started in St. Charles, and I worked in the shop in St. Louis. I ain't gonna say which one it was because it was both. But like just working around a few shops and having my own for a brief time, like the standard and the quality of as a person and as a barber is completely different here. So you want to elevate yourself at all times and make sure you really be on your stuff, because if not, then you will get left behind in the shop and just the industry period. So I always try to be the best barber I can be when I'm in there. But I really be looking forward to like really being around these guys and building and growing with these guys, because at first I was a little iffy because we had the managers, they were younger than me. I couldn't listen to these young niggas. I had to take the back seat and like really just understand like what D was really trying to push, and just really just look at what he got going for himself and his team. So it took a lot for me just to really step back and just really look and see what they had going on, because I had my own job. So, you go from your own to working with somebody else. So, it's hard to see somebody else's vision, but now I'm here.
That's the key thing, the fact that you bought into it. Because a lot of people coming from doing their thing and having to go the route that they once started at. A lot of people can't be like, oh shit,
They can't adjust.
They can't adjust. They can't adjust. They can't adapt. All because, and what it is pride. Your pride to stop you from adapting because you're like, well, I was here before. Pride is the silent killer of both man and woman. Your pride a straight block every blessing you got, all because I feel like we talk about it damn near every other episode. It's crazy how somebody pride won't allow them to be better. You won't allow you to do better because you can't get over your own ego or just get over yourself or get out your own way.
Pride makes everything personal.
Everything. It's like you gotta learn how to separate that shit. It's like, bro, it's cool. You're supposed to be prideful. Be prideful, but don't allow your pride to stop you from doing what the fuck you trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish. I done seen people straight fuck over people just because they don't want to say I'm sorry. I don't want to. Oh nah, bro. Look, see, and I see that hit the nail on the head. It's just like your pride, and the same people, it take them years to realize that. And my biggest, like when I be talking to kids about their pride and shit, I always bring it up in terms they understand they like basketball. I was like, take the pride of Kyrie Irving. Because of his pride of being young, he fucked up having potentially multiple championships with LeBron in Cleveland, all because he couldn't see the vision of, I'm like, bro, yeah, it was your team. Y'all was only winning like 15 games. Who wants to be the greatest player on a sorry-ass team? Like, it's just like you're not doing anything with that. And so having to take the back seat, which it really wasn't a back seat for him, he was still getting buckets, but still a star. And he elevated you. You had all your best seasons with him. But it took him 6-7 years later to finally admit that, like, I fucked up. I was young. I thought I was supposed to be the man. I was the man. Then I went from Batman to Robin. And I wish I wouldn't have did it. Like, that's all. He's always gonna be a Robin. It ain't nothing wrong with that. KD is a Robin. He's just an incredible Robin. Like he's the Robin that technically can be Batman, but he don't got the heart to be Batman. And that's okay. You ain't got to be the one to save everybody. But if you're gonna be the nigga to jump in the fire, I'll ride with you. That's all he. But I respect him because he ain't let his pride not say like, hey, I don't want to be the one running the show. I just want to hoop, bro. And so you can fault him for it because as good as he is a player, you should be the one running the show. But you was man enough to say that ain't me. I don't want to do that. I just want to ball. I want to do my thing. I want to go home. I respect it.
I'm Barber Reaper. Today was my first day.
Okay.
Shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I passed my state board exam last week.
Congrats.
Oh man, congratulations.
But yeah, looking forward to staying with this shop. I like the energy, the boss.
The boss.
But yeah, everyone's cool. Other than that, yeah, just learning from them, getting better at my fades, everything. And I played chess, really good at chess, and
That's
I do
dope.
crypto. Do that too.
I wish I had my board here with me.
You're not good.
Oh, you
at
play
pool.
chess?
You cheated today.
I love chess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
cheated in pool today.
My kid be teaching me. Bro, chess is. I still don't get it, but I asked my son to explain it to me, but he was like 7. They be teaching them at school. He took one deep breath and explained the whole game to me, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but it sound good, bro. But I was like, hey, it's a thinking man's game. I was like, listen, and the fact that he could play it as a kid, I'm like, bro, keep doing it. They got a chess club in Central West End.
Yeah.
I want to start taking him on Sundays. They do Kids Day. So that's something. Then he found out Waterbury kids play chess. I didn't think he knew how to play. He's like, no, I know how to play. So they in there playing together. So I'm like, cool. I know y'all got the logic that you need in life to be playing it because I can't play it as an adult. So
Yeah, when I was in high school, man, I was extremely unfocused. Like, I didn't want to be at the school I was at, extremely unfocused. And one day, I saw my teacher playing chess by himself. He was playing both white and black, but he was using different strategies against each other. and I just watched him. I was supposed to be doing work, but I'm sitting there watching him, and I picked up the game real quick. And he was like, well, I'm the chess coach. He's like, play on the team. I play on the team, but we won state our senior year.
That's dope.
You know, so that's the one thing where people be like, you don't play chess? Yeah. So I'm the chess
moderator. State title. I mean, ain't shit.
So I'm the chess moderator at the school. So the kids come in. I heard you good at chess. You can play me.
That's what's up, though.
If they beat me, I'll be like,
but it's bro. I never saw nobody play chess growing up. We had the area that it was prominent in the area. We don't have that. So when I started meeting all these little kids that'd be in my school, some of them know how to play chess. And it's just seeing my son was enjoying it. Like he was doing it. They do that after school care. That's how he learned. And then I was going to hear, hey, I won it. I beat such and such. He like, I lost to such and such, but I lost by this. I was like, bro, you enthused by it. So I rock with it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's cool and it's dope. So I was like, keep that going. If they do it in school, I need you to join the team because they probably get you a scholarship somewhere if somebody college got it.
Tournaments.
Yeah, a lot of tournaments. A lot of kids. My daughters got into it by watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. It's a show on Netflix, and they was like, Dad, so you trying to tell me this piece move like this? I'm like, oh, now you interested? When I was trying to get you to play it, you got a goddamn Netflix show.
Whatever work. Hey, whatever get him there.
Miss Lady?
She told us don't ask her. She told me don't ask her no questions.
My name is Charnel. I'm a braider. I'm new to the team. I start tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we gotta clap it up again.
We done got
Y'all come on.
We got a whole new team.
Come on. Y'all come on down. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Brother?
I'm Dita Barber. I'm an employee at the X'perience Barber Beauty. My goal, I'll say this, my goal was to, when we started the business, was to push people to limits that they felt they could never reach. One thing I've learned in this field and doing business is that your vision is your vision. Everybody's not going to see your vision, and you have to learn to accept that and move on. Don't hold people to a standard that they don't hold themselves to.
Look, that's a word within itself.
I'm saying, like,
that's a word within itself.
Can't expect greatness if they don't want to be great.
That's it.
Yeah.
When they show you,
believe them.
Believe them. Don't keep on, because now you playing yourself.
It's like trying to change somebody that don't want to be changed. Why not just go find somebody new?
So I will always push the business and hold the business to a standard that it will never fail. That's not an option. It's not an option. Either the experience is not for everyone. Either you with it
or you not.
Or you not. We move as one, not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. That's just how we roll. And we have been extremely successful in the last 3 years.
You know, I've been watching.
We have been extremely successful. We have big things coming up, and there's going to be more to come. And I advise that you on the bus, stay on it. Because we don't win in the end. You know, we stay to ourselves, in our own lane. We appreciate the ones that support us, and we appreciate the ones who don't. Because that is motivation for us to continue to be great. We thank everybody. That's real. It's no disrespect. And I say that in the most humble way I can. But, you know, if you with what we with, we hire. Plenty of space is open.
Y'all heard
we're going to keep growing and we're going to keep pushing.
Y'all heard that, man. So
you want to be great as a team, we're the place for you. If not, we not.
Look, and that is okay.
It's okay.
It's like the greatest part you said is like you got to accept people. You gotta you got to meet people where they at. No, you can't bring them to your level. You could try, but they gotta want to get there. So it's not really me bringing. You got the ambition to get to where I'm at. So now I can help pull you. I don't gotta bring you. I can help assist you. When you gotta bring somebody or force it, they gonna always push back. No, you good.
Because I'm at the point where it's like, you great. You got it. You don't, I can help you get it, but I ain't gonna force you.
And you gotta want it. Can't nobody want more for you than you want for yourself.
That's it.
Like, and that's where a lot of shit get misconstrued, get messed up, because you'll see so much potential in somebody. You try to push the potential, but they don't see the potential in themselves. So it's like, I'm really beating at a dead wall at this point. I'm trying to help you grow. You really don't want to grow.
But this is the thing, though. People grow. Say things as you grow on a team. You're going to grow. When you leave, you're gonna have a standard so high for yourself and the people that's around you that it's gonna be like, y'all ain't on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that same energy as you guys. You guys bring somebody else in here, it's gonna be like, gotta match us. You gotta meet me here.
Oh, we've been there.
Y'all saw that episode. Yeah, we tried that shit.
Oh, we've been there.
If you leave, you were better than what you came.
As it's supposed to.
And guess what? And I'm happy with that. That's all I want to see. We've had people leave, open up shop. I'm so happy for you because that was something you thought you couldn't do.
I did my part.
Thank you.
That's all it is. I did. You not. People don't realize there's nothing wrong with growing and going.
It's not.
Just because you leave something, it doesn't always have to be on a negative thing. It's just like, hey, we not growing apart, but because of you pushing me the way you push me here, I now see better for myself. So that's a thank you within itself. I still rock with you. I still support you because in y'all industry, everybody gonna need a haircut. Yes, it's not even humanly possible for me to cut everybody's hair. Now, all of us combined can cut everybody's hair in the area. I need to get my clientele to do my thing, but you should have. I helped you build clientele. I've taught you how to build clientele because I know a lot of people not always coming with the full sense of what you do, and that's okay. People be scared to learn.
I'd rather for you come that way than to come already ready.
I agree.
I
can help mold you. But you got somebody that's already set in their ways. It's like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. It really don't always work.
But I'm grateful for all opportunities.
Okay. I like that.
All of them. Good, bad, ugly. I'm grateful for all of it because it's teaching me something.
Facts.
I say it's teaching me something, my team learned from it. So they can be better than me.
Facts. There's no L's.
That's it. There's
no L's. All L's is really a lesson. It's not a loss. Because if it was supposed to be yours, you would have had it.
That's it.
It would have happened. Everything worked. It may not have happened then, but you learn from that mistake or whatever happened. Next time around, it should happen. It's pretty much you get back what you put out there. You get back what you put out there. So I mean, bro, like we've been saying, man, it's been 2 years since y'all been on the show. You've been growing. And grown. So I mean, what's been happening since the last time he was on?
Yeah, we opened up a lounge and that was real.
I've seen that.
Barbershop, man.
It's right next to it.
Right next door.
That's love.
Right next door. It's connected. Like we got a door. You can walk clean through the doors and be in the lounge. Close the doors off at nighttime. Lounge, live music.
That's fire.
Great drinks, good people, good vibes. I got some of the coldest bartenders in the world.
Where in Edwardsville?
It's not too far from SIUE. 6185.
I remember when I was talking to you about you was going out to the SIU, and I was like, "That's smart." I'm like, "You buy the college? Ain't nothing. I ain't been to Edwardsville, but that ain't the place I'm thinking about going when I'm out this way." So it's like, let me bring the experience to y'all. College kids gonna always need. Cut, they want to kick it.
Yeah, right across the street from the South House.
Oh,
okay, yeah. I know exactly where you're at. Yeah. I used to live over there, so I know exactly where you're at. That's
fire, bro. That's so, I mean, what made you want to even go into the lounge aspect?
Well, for me, I always want something different. I want to do it. I always have one. It was like, I'll take the chance. Most people won't. And most people stay at a standstill. But you bring a lounge to a barbershop, or just you open a lounge next to the barbershop, it's hand in hand.
Look, my homeboy did it back home. That's how I know it worked.
It's hand in hand.
That's how I know it worked. When I see you do it, I'm like,
It's hand in
oh,
hand.
it is.
You want to build a clientele, it's people next door. Hand in hand.
Hey, where you get your haircut? Shit, bro. Next door to this motherfucker. That's like you lying.
So it's
No.
hand in hand. You know,
Yeah, that's smart.
Whether people want to see it or not, you make it happen.
Yeah.
That's life. That's life.
That's fine.
So to anybody that's thinking of going to business on their own or want to start something, do it. I'd rather do it and try.
Do that shit.
That's it. I'd rather do it and try and not do it. And be like, man,
I should have did it.
Came along.
I should have did it. And look, I learned my lesson with that with videos. It's stuff I done did later that I can't say I had the idea before the people that blew up doing it, but I know I thought of it. And I'm like, shit, if I'd have did that shit 6 months sooner when I thought about it, I was too worried about the logistics and everything. You don't always have to have everything in play when you start something. Now, is it better too? Yes. But depending on what you're trying to do, it's steps and stages.
Yeah.
So you got to start at the ground level. Everything got to start at the base, and you just build up from there. If your foundation's solid, everything else gonna stay afloat on top if you do right by it. So that's just for people who out there listening, man. If you got something ideal, I say this is a phrase of mine: do that shit. Like, do it. If it don't work, and you realize you don't want to do it no more, you at least gave yourself the time and effort to say, I gave it a try. It's really not for me the way I thought it was, and that's okay.
And stay together. Like,
facts.
Me personally, it make more sense to work together than to have 50 million barbershops on one street. That says a lot because just throwing it out there. Look at Great Clips. Look at all them places. You don't see separation.
Nope.
Everybody look the same. Everybody doing the same thing. Everybody on the same time. Holding themselves the same standard.
Yep.
We can't come together and do that for nothing.
Boy, well, we have to do a whole show on
You
that.
would dominate. You can dominate.
Take over.
Together.
Take over, bro.
But
it's too many people, and I always say, and I could attest to that within our community. It's too many people that you see you going up, and instead of wanting to give you, you ain't got to give all your jewels away for free. I understand time costs, things cost, but instead of just helping out or giving a list like, oh no, I don't want them to do better. We got the mentality of you can't do better than me. But where's money out here for everybody? They print new money every day and burn old money every single day. Shred the shit, whatever. Can't burn this and cry for whatever. But they shred money just to sell it. And people straight buy shredded up money that they can't do shit with. That ain't the biggest hustle. Just like taxes, the biggest fucking hustle in the world. And it's just like, but they come together for that shit. All you gotta do is put it together. Everybody not gonna get on the same page as fast, but when you do get people that's aligned and cohesive, you see how smooth shit run.
Quality.
I ain't heard nobody clearly here today that's saying this is not the experience that I was looking for when going somewhere. It's like, who want to work somewhere where you dreading getting up to go to it? Like, a job is supposed to be fun. A job is supposed to be fun. Like, of course.
If it's that way, you made it, man.
It is because facts. Because if everybody else don't feel that way, it's you. It's just like one person getting in 15 relationships, and it's always the other people problem. I was like, the common denominator is your ass. All 15 of them was with you. They all no longer with you. I bet if I asked all 15 of them the same question, they would have a similar answer stating you was the issue.
First thing comes to mind. I need everybody in this room.
Oh yeah, and it's
I
like
need everybody up in there.
Why would you
guess
hire?
what? Without them, ain't no experience. I can't do everything by myself because if my dream big enough that I can do it by myself, then it ain't big enough.
It ain't. It ain't nothing like having a good team. Look, that's my dream for this. I want to be able to just show up, sit my ass in this seat, all the cameras get to rolling, because I could do all that shit. It's just hard to do all that shit at one time. This was the easiest way to make it happen without me stressing myself out. But if I wanted to, I can go get some more cameras, set them all up, edit, I shoot videos, all that shit. I could do it, but who wants to have to do that? I want to be able to just, all right, this amount of money we got for this episode. You do your part. You do your part. You do your part. I divvy that up. Y'all tell me when it's done.
Like the NFL. Everybody on different teams, but everybody in the same what? League, baby.
Same league. Same league. They all
go.
And it
Your
all
team
working.
better than mine. Your team may be better than mine. Your team, but together we make NFL.
All of us, and they need all of us here
Yes, sir.
to be. They may not need y'all individually, but hell, you can make it to the league. Hell, you ain't even got to make it on the field made for you. You can go to practice squad, make good, damn near 450,000.
Yeah.
Shit, 450,000 to the average person is it? You give me 450,000 yearly salary, not nan complaint what I have left. And if I do, it's because I got all this money and then learn how to manage it. So now, because people get more money and think they're supposed to just start buying way more shit or having accruing way more expenses just because your money went up. I'm like, no, because now you're in the same boat as the money you had before with the less expenses. You just upped it a little more. It's a cool trick. Don't put yourself in the bag. Like that. That's it. So, I mean, and this is a question I'm going to pose to both of y'all. With you getting in management, you, the business owner, with two, like now, what has been some challenges that y'all have faced within the past year that you felt like has helped make you grow as a person?
Finding quality people.
It's hard too now.
It is. I've learned to run with a few than a basket full. You get what I'm saying? It make more sense to run with a smaller group of people. You get more accomplished with a smaller group of people. That's real.
Facts.
Bill Gates.
He didn't go to college.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Look at the
Got
guy
me in
on
college
Amazon.
debt. And this motherfucker
He
rich.
got it on Amazon. He started in his garage. Asked all his friends, 10 grand. Everybody said no.
And think about what your 10 grand would be today.
Everybody was no.
10 trillion.
Your 10 grand today would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. Because hell, he was able to give away a shit ton of money to his ex-wife, and it ain't put a dent in that man's life. And I'm pretty sure he's recouped all of that money back then some.
Seconds. That man makes so much money in seconds.
Look, if Jordan making $770,000 a day, I can only fathom what Amazon makes.
Yeah.
Like by the minute to all of that. I don't work at Amazon just doing the packages. They got that whole system down to a science, to where once I press start on this app to start these delivery, it is time that I should be done in this amount of time. It should take you this amount of time to get to this building, to this building, to this house, to this house. And if you do it right, you will be here by this time. Shit is a science. When you get a good cohesive system and you find people that can abide by the system, add to the system, make it work the way your vision sees fit, shit gonna run smoothly every single time.
It's set up to win on this side. I promise you it is.
You just gotta want to.
You just gotta want to.
You just gotta want to. Everybody don't want to, but everybody coming in with the intentions like they want to, and they wait months to let you know that's not what they really was there for. I'm like, bro, you're not hurting me. It's just like telling these kids, I'm like, hey, y'all ain't gotta be quiet. I got my college degree already. I say that you see them posts. That is a true thing to say in school. I'm like, y'all be in here talking. I know a lot of y'all struggling with reading, but you don't want to listen. I can read. So you be quiet, you mess up your education if you want to. But it's the same way with those people. It's back to pride. It's like you allow some shit to get fucked up because you don't want to abide by the system. Some system put in place. Look at the fucking Golden State. They created a system that no matter who you put in here, as long as them three there, it's gonna fucking work. It may have some tweaks here and there. They can all get injured, come back the next year and straight win. Because it's designed to win. It's designed to work just like that. So I mean, we already kind of got into that one for real. So I mean, bro, going forward, like what more do you see for the brand, the company, for what you got going, for the other team members? Like, what is the growth within the next 5 years? Like, what do you want to see?
Well, in the next 5 years, what do I want to see? You want the truth?
Huh?
I want to see all of them gone and they own.
I heard that shit.
That's what I want to see in the next 5 years. I want to see all of them gone and they own. And if they don't want their own, I'll be more than welcome to franchise with them because they've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to see. That's my goal.
That's not
Real talk. That's my goal.
But it makes sense. Nobody hires people. Well, corporations do, but not smaller business. I don't want to hire you just to you be an employee for the rest of your life. Especially in this is a service-based business. Everybody gonna need a haircut. If you develop your skills in the business acumen that you've provided, at least the structure you could tweak from there to make it your own. And it's like, what's stopping you from having this? Like, what's stopping you from creating your own set of franchises of this?
And it's funny because I say that to all of them, but them too. All the time, man, y'all gonna have your own one day. First thing you say, nah, big dog, I'm good. I'm good, D. I'm here. I ain't trying to do it. I'm good. I tell Arsenio, man, do it again. Stay here, learn as long as you need to. Do it again. VD. Roll with it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know when you're opening so I can come by.
Run
Like,
with it.
it's a beautiful feeling to see somebody, like I said, grow and go. There's nothing wrong with that because that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want you. That's what the dude who owned this. People like, man, I want to see one of y'all shows. Like, go somewhere, like to the point I can. Because it's good to be like, I know where they started. I don't need the gratification. I don't need nothing given to me. It's the gratification of knowing I helped contribute to your growth. We got a lifelong bond because you started here, and look what you're doing now.
But all of them will be better. Facts. I promise you that.
I can believe that, bro.
They will. I'm telling you, they will.
I can believe it, bro.
Won't nobody be able to touch it.
I can believe it
because it's deeper than just barber. It's business that's being taught on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, it's more than just you come here and customer. No, it's deeper.
You don't hear barbershops
More than
like
that. More than that has been shown. Trust me.
And being in plenty barbershops across the world, everybody don't. Hey, you can see people that have been out and fuck with each other for real. Just like, I'm here. This is a check for me. I'm here to get these cuts out the way. If I ain't have to be here, I wouldn't be here. I'll go somewhere else and do it because they be on a 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in. It's hard to buy into a plan and or a system when you already coming in with that type of mindset or you allow that type of, but that become a cancer. You gotta get them people up out of there because then it start trickling down to other people. Yeah, and then soon before you know it, everybody is tainted by said person feeling the way they feel.
I could bet on it that any one of them can walk in the room and shake it. You wouldn't even know just like, who is this? Where are they from? Guaranteed.
It's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be. And that's the standard you like. Since I met you, even when you was, I think you was at a whole nother shop when I met you, and I just randomly somebody was like, hey, go here. Cool. And I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, he definitely gonna have his own shit. So I remember the first one. I remember that I'm being out Fairview Heights, like, and now at this point I'm driving across the Lou, and I was like, all right, bro, we getting far. I'm starting to move further and further because of my girl, and I was just like, but as soon as I got the chance, I was like, bro, you gotta run it back, like, because it's the growth. It's like seeing this 2 years, what can happen in a small amount of time.
Man, look, a lot.
And
a lot.
And you never know where people life. Your whole life can change
in 30 days.
In 30 days, bro. I'm like, it ain't no age limit to that shit. You see, we talk about it. We just did the last episode. It's famous people that ain't get famous for real or get their big break, like late 40s, 50s. You've been acting since you was 20, having to hold an extra job to keep it going, or maybe this would suffice you enough. But you got that real role when you was 40. There was no looking back from it. Now you everywhere. It ain't no time frame. It's just having the mindset to stick it out. Like, see it through, had a mindset that you gonna do what needs to be done. So I mean, bro, what's next for you, the barbershop, the team? Like, what we got coming up?
I'm trying to retire.
Okay.
I just want to pass the torch. I've been doing this a long time. I got plans on opening a few more things, doing a few more things, but I'm ready to pass the torch. I've done the lead work, set it up, and there's no doubt in my mind that it won't keep rolling the way it's supposed to roll.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, y'all, like, what's next? Like, what y'all looking forward to seeing within the upcoming rest? We in the fourth quarter. of the year, man. So it's like, what are y'all looking forward to? Like just within your, whether it's this personal growth, whatever.
Personal growth. This for sure. Well, this is the personal growth.
Okay.
Hey, this ground is personal. It's personal. I don't mean just me, but it's personal for all of us. We all under the same brand. We all trying to strive for the same goal.
All right there. So I mean, bro, where can our listeners and viewers find information about y'all? I mean, we got the links for them, but for the listeners who just not gonna tap into the links afterwards, where can they book services? How they can tap into the lounge, the hours, all of that?
So you can find everything on the X'perience BB.com. Everything that's happening with the lounge is on there. Everything that's happening with the barbershop. You can find everybody on there to book. Great site. You can go on there and get updates, put your email in, and it'll send you updates on everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're looking to actually getting our website worked on to separate the lounge from it. So it can be more
mail falling.
That
mail over there. Probably the air blew it off.
Some people
I'm afraid that's what it
what's
was.
going on. But we got some great stuff coming.
Okay, yeah, I was looking through the web. There was a little tab on the website I saw that I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting to hear about. That's gonna be major.
Give me 30 days. I'll explain more about it. Give me 30 days.
Okay. I was gonna wait till you brought it up. I was gonna wait. I don't push nothing. I don't push nothing.
30 days.
Y'all heard that, man. We gotta clap it up for the team in the building, man.
I don't mean to hold you, but I'm interested to hear what they got to say as far as like their personal growth.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Because we had this conversation years ago and it could be totally different. I like to hear that.
Let's go. Come on, y'all. You on the spot? Yeah, you.
Why we gotta start over here?
Where do you see yourself?
I started last time.
Yeah, what next 5 years?
Next 5 years.
Where do you see yourself? What's your goals for yourself?
That's big. That's a great
I
question.
kind of like what Dean spoke about earlier about just, I think most of us probably will be gone by that time and doing our own thing. And I think it's just we're gonna have that standard that we learned here, and it's gonna be higher than anywhere else you're gonna go. I feel like that's just the biggest thing for me, because now that it's like, I came into the industry fairly new, so he was able to do that kind of molding that he was talking about earlier. So it's like, now that I'm to this point, it's like that's all I know and that's all I want. Like, to me, nothing else doesn't even seem right. So it's like,
I suppose so.
yeah, you know what I mean? So
I like that.
That's really how I feel about how I want it to be once gone or whatever, franchise or whatever happens. So,
okay.
Next 5 years.
That's a long
time.
Look, it seemed long, to be honest. With the way I realize life go a lot faster when you pay bills monthly. Time used to be slow as a kid, but when the same bill reoccurs at the first or the middle of every month, you don't realize how fast these months go by. Next 5.
Wow. So next 5 years, where do I see myself? On flights. And I ain't talking about vacation. I'm talking about business. For whatever reason. I don't even know exactly. But I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I don't even know. That's a very deep question, because I've been in this game for a minute. And I see other things happening for me in the next 5 years. Not saying I won't still be in the game, but I might see myself on the back end of the game, if that makes sense. With helping others, younger generation, and pushing them with the basics of the industry and let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a base, and just helping the other ones do. I really do see myself doing that, and probably dabbling in some other things. I like to cook too, so I don't know what what 5 years looks like.
I
but
got some folks that
I
can plug
believe-
you in on the cooking tip. I shoot content for a professional barbecue chef. So run his social media, all that. So we'll make it happen.
So yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
5 years is crazy. Next 5 years. I think I might be a owner of a couple businesses.
Sound like a plan.
A couple of them for sure. We got some in the works. We ain't gonna speak on it. We ain't gonna put it all out there. But for sure, franchise and that experience incorporation for sure. And I'll have my own business started, getting it off the ground. Like Sonny say, just giving knowledge to the youth. Giving knowledge to the youth because me coming into the game, I ain't know nothing about a clipper. Honestly, didn't know nothing about a clipper. Walked in barber school, they put the clippers in my hand, I was shaking.
But look at you now, though.
Yeah.
If you'd have let the fear overtake at that time, you wouldn't be as great as you was today.
Yeah.
And
And then,
don't feel
I
unknown.
had to make a decision at an early age. I was 21, 22 years old. I had to make a decision. I made it. I've been an entrepreneur, but I've been not working a corporate job. I'm not saying this is not a corporate job because it is, but not like a regular job. 5 years.
That's what I like to hear.
5 years. I quit my job in school. School 100%. Paid for school, how I paid for it. Going to every shop in the 20-mile radius from East St. Louis to O'Fallon. Just getting what I can learn from all the shop owners, all the barbers. Going to school, it was rough in the beginning.
But it paid off.
It paid off.
You got everything. If it was easy, you wouldn't enjoy it the way you do now.
Yep.
Ain't nothing. Beauty is in the struggle for real. Like something you truly had to work hard for and had to go through them sleepless nights, them nights when you ain't know what the fuck was finna go on. I done been there, bro. Like when I did it with the videos for a little bit and just quit. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll figure out, bro. Like that job was stressing me the fuck out. Then eventually I was like, all right, I ain't got no insurance. Let me find something. Then I found out, I've always been told to work with kids. And now I'll be teaching them how to do videos. Like just after school, you know, I'm like, that shit they like to do. I'm like, y'all already doing it. Yeah, bro. I'm like, y'all already doing it. You don't realize how much money you can make and stuff until somebody put it in front of you and tell you that bag is there. If anybody tell me like, bro, you get good at this, it's some people get paid $4,000-5,000 a day to hold a camera. They don't even got to edit shit. You at that point, you could tell your price. This is what I do. And you just put them goals. My goals, somebody gonna take me out the state. Next, somebody gonna take me out the country. And not only is you gonna take me, you're gonna pay for me to go there, and you're gonna pay for me to do my work.
Yes, sir.
And it's slowly but surely, I feel within the next year, I ain't speaking on it, but I got some things in the work where I potentially can go out the country for a period of time on somebody else dime. I can go out the state. I got booked for my first wedding. That was something in my work. But if I'd have gave up back then when I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna get a job, it was like, all right, well, now the job can fund what I need to do. I ain't as stressed no more because I'm trying to make up all this money because shit, in the business, if you in a service-based business, if anybody booking you, you ain't doing shit. At this point, I hope you got some other hustles because you're just gonna figure it out.
Tell people all the time, a small step just as important as a
big step. Don't get yourself, ain't no wrong with big goals, but get them time. You give yourself a huge goal and only give yourself a year to do it. If it don't happen in a year, you defeat it. Ain't nothing wrong with having them small goals without the year. Like I just want to get to, if you starting up, I just want to get 10 solid clients. That's my goal for this year. Or this next few months, I need to get 10 solid people that want to fuck with me and me only. Then you can expect, next I need to go to 30. Next I need to do this. Small goals, because once you hit them, it ain't shit to start hitting them bigger ones on your way up there.
Next 5 years, I know I'll be out of state. The reason why I say that is because I'm a military kid, so I moved around a lot. So it's kind of hard for me to stay in one place for a long time. But I remember back in my freshman year in high school, teacher told the class, what we gonna do in 5 years? One of those things I put down, I put a barber. I didn't think I was gonna become a barber, but I did put it on there because I knew my mom, she was a hairstylist. So I wanted to follow, you know, how that, I like to make people feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like when you write down things as far as in goals, you accomplish them more because you're looking at it every day. You wrote it down, and it's like, okay, I want to accomplish this. If you don't write nothing down, it's
not true till it's on paper.
No, it's not.
It's not true till you write that goal and you look at it like, this is what I want. You wrote that in, you said, what, your freshman year? That was a manifestation you didn't even realize you was putting in the atmosphere. But you knew you had it in you, and you realized that's what you potentially wanted to do. Worst come to worst, I know a lane already. Ain't too many people at 14, 15 know what they could potentially do for the rest of their life. I didn't even know what I wanted to wear in the morning, let alone what the hell I'm going to do forever, potentially. And now you got the skill set. If you do leave, whether you was, this is potential, all right, boom, we can franchise this somewhere else if I do want to do that. Or I got the skills to go open up from scratch, make my way, and make that shit happen anywhere because they've been taught right at a young age. That's fine, bro.
Next 5 years for me. You asked me 10 years ago when I be cutting hair, I would have told you that. The next 5 years, I plan on still doing the goals that I set for myself. Accomplishing those, making sure I can set up a future for my son.
I heard that.
That was my main goal once I found out I was having a baby. You know, growing up where I grew up, or growing up around the people I grew up, I seen all negative people. So I want to show my nephews, my son, all the people around me that you can get money positive. You ain't got to do nothing illegal. You ain't got to do nothing outlandish or crazy to get some money. And you ain't got to kill yourself or stress yourself about it, man.
Facts.
I always tell myself money come to me and for me. I don't hoard money or nothing like that. It's a tool to live a better life.
Money is meant to be spent.
Okay.
Okay, and you got to invest in yourself. It's a lot of stuff, especially in the entrepreneurship. People just want to start shit and pray that shit just work out. And you have to, I guarantee you, most entrepreneurs will tell you they poured more into what they doing than they got back for, if not for quite some time, some of them for the duration of what they did. Yeah, I stayed afloat, but I had to get to hundreds of thousands eventually, depending on what you're doing. But that's the price to pay to be your own boss, because you're doing that for somebody else's company. You're giving them hundreds of thousands of your time, depending on how much you've been in hours. I'm paying all of this and that, all that time that you paying to somebody else you can do for you, if that's your route. Because there's definitely nothing wrong with it. I go clock in at the school every morning, but I also get to edit my videos because I sit in the room not doing much. I get paid really good. I get, look, bro, I'll tell them I get paid twice. I get benefits for free. I'm like, that was the milk the situation. I'm like, free benefits? I can be done at 4 o'clock. Cool. And I ain't got to stop doing what I do.
And go home. And just be home.
Be home at 5 o'clock. And I got a whole, at one point, I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself. I used to get home at 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm finna go to sleep. Now I got the whole day. I got time for my kids. And then, because they in school, I'm like, why not go be at the same place y'all at for most of the time? Come on, do me.
5 years, have my own business, or be in the real estate.
That's where the bag at.
My mom currently is doing it. She just started it, and my grandma's in it.
Okay.
5 years, I definitely want to be done braiding, relocating, and I still want to stay in the hair industry, but I want to be done braiding.
No. I can see. I like that. That suffice. You like the answers?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
That's big goals.
That's what I like to hear. So we do this thing called rapid fire, man. We're not gonna go through it all, but I do want to ask. It's a deep question that we usually ask everybody at the end of our rapid fire. We're rapid fire this past master's thing, but his asthma was acting up and stuff, so he's like, I gotta go. But the deepest question we ask with that is, and I'm gonna ask everybody, starting with you. If you had one wish, what would it be?
If I had one wish, what would it be? To help others.
Okay.
I want to open up a youth center, like the okay.
Okay. That's what's up. Reaper.
No.
It's a deep question.
You come back to me.
Yeah, we'll come.
For sure.
I had one wish. Just be at peace.
Boy, peace is such a beautiful thing, man. Peace is a beautiful thing.
I just want to help me.
Facts, bro.
Really.
It ain't no only thing gonna stop you is you. Can't nothing. There's too, like I said, money get made every day. Everybody getting money.
I have one wish. I think mine would be start sooner with the knowledge I have now.
Whew, that's deep. That's a deep answer because I say that every day, especially when you get good at something later in your life. You're like, well, damn, if I would have did this out of college, I know where I'd be now if I would have took journalism instead of what I got a degree in. Because they would have taught me all the stuff that I utilize now that I self-taught myself.
Would you be you?
And that's another part to that question. It's always going to be a variable within that because I can't say I would be. I can't say that even if I did it then, this would still been the path that would have came along later in life, whether I had the tools and knowledge or not. So it ain't nothing but one of them. If ifs was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. Like, I really don't know. So I think the life turned out the way it needed. I needed all the bumps and bruises to realize not because, once again, there's never no age limit to greatness. You can start later or whatever.
One wish. Where'd it go?
Okay.
If I had one wish, it would be if I haven't taught my kids anything, that they know God.
I think mine might kind of touch on with the helping people too. So I'm a older sibling.
Okay.
And I really see a ton of potential in my younger siblings, and it's really hard for me to get them to see what I see, stuff like that. Yeah.
But you keep leading, you keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
They have no choice but to, and that it's always up to a personal want. Because when people get to a certain age, you can only want the best for somebody for so long. As a kid, right. I can lead the best in you, right. And you gonna take heed so much. But once they see you leading the way, it's like, all right.
That's what I try to do.
That's all. Honestly, that's all you can do. So man, we gonna clap it up again, man. Oh, me? Okay. Me, bro. Honestly, I want to see my son at his greatest potential. My one wish is to see him, meaning I did everything I was supposed to do as his father, to see him get to that older age and he's living at his greatest potential in life. All the bumps and bruises I had as a young dad, being 21 in college, not having all the money in the world, I want to see him be like, all right, Dad, the sacrifices you did, it worked out for me. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm moving in life. You taught me well. You did right by me. And I'll be cool.
So I got a question for you. This is a deep question for you.
Okay.
You don't feel like he's not at his greatest potential now because he got you?
Oh, I feel like at his age now, yeah, he is. And it's because I can continue to lead him by example. But I know after 18, once he decided to go to college, if that's the route he want to go, because as smart as he is, I'll tell him, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. College accumulates debt. So if this is something you know you want to do as a kid now, we need to continue to be in great. You need to continue to get straight A's so somebody can pay for that. Because me and your mama don't got it. Will we make it happen? Yeah, I definitely will. But I want you to, if that's your goal, let's know that. Now I ask him every year, what you think you want to be? Or what you think you want to do? You don't have to know. But let's go on the lane because it was always somebody as a kid. He always I want to be a teacher. My great granny was one. I want to be a cook. My great granny did this. So I was like, all of them can do X, Y, and Z. So I just want him to, and I guess to piggyback off of one of his potential, I want him to remember everything I instilled in him as a kid once he gets to make his own personal life decisions. Because you could raise somebody perfectly fine, 2-parent household, do X, Y, and Z, they get 18 and become a complete fucking fool. And ruin their whole, there's people sitting in jail now, had a perfect upbringing. Yeah. And just ruin their whole life because they didn't want to continue to either go with what was instilled in them or they didn't like what was instilled in them. They just had to rock with it because you ain't had no say so. Yeah. I wanted to give him the freedom to like, and I always like, I ain't had to say so as a kid to, if this was what was bothering me about what you was doing, I get to tell that. I give him that outlet. Do he always use it? No. And he may tell his mama more, but I let him know, like, bro, you got something going on, only people can save you is me and her. I don't care what it is, good, bad, right, or wrong, just tell me. I'll deal with the bullshit later. But I want you to remember when you get older, that still is applied. It ain't no you get 18, you out of my house, I'm done, because I hate that people do that. Are you 18? You get the fuck on. Or you need to start instantly paying bills. And it's a big thing in our community. I remember my first time going when I went to Lincoln, I walked my bed to the curb, dropped it off. My dad was like, I don't want you to have to come back. If you do need to, we got you. But I want you to see this as a reminder that you want to have your own. You want to do everything on your own. I do it all my bumps and bruises. I did my fair share of stupid shit. I had to go back, and I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. Because at this point, you done lived on your own. You done did X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And sometimes that realization don't hit for everybody. I be talking to people older than me, and they be telling me about the shit they kids be on. They don't just want to do nothing. They just want to sit around. They want to do this. I'm like, bro, all the stuff we was telling as a kid. My son, like, I like playing video games. Cool. Figure out the inner workings of that shit. Yeah. I'm like, it's people. I'm like, you ain't even got to be the person. I'm like, you like the technical part. Figure that part out. If not, get really fucking good at this. Because it's people that make millions of dollars sitting on their ass playing video games. It wasn't like that. Did nobody tell me playing video games when PlayStation was coming out, oh, you can make millions. You get whole scholarships in college now for esports. That's a whole thing now. All these schools, it's a lot of schools at SLPS straight got rooms with nothing but video games. I just met a black dude who go around to different schools and they give out scholarships for tournaments. And he's sponsored by Sony, all of them people. And he's like, bro, we just pull up at different schools, set up these tournaments with all these kids. They win 4-round scholarships to these different schools that offer these programs. Like anything you want to do in life, you can literally figure it out. He's like, I like anime. Okay, create one. What's stopping you from doing that shit? I don't want you to be, I hate, it's like watching people, I hate them watching other people play video games. Why you ain't one of them doing it? You in there screaming like them. I think you're entertaining through the wall. Why the hell you can't be entertained? I'll buy all the shit that you need to make this work. When I seen little kids making, the highest paid YouTuber one time was a fucking like 5-year-old. Little Ryan boy. He made $26 million one year. I looked at my kid pissed.
7 years old.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? He said at this point, his mom and them probably bought the initial toys. At this point, it benefits a company to send him any toy because parents gonna get their kids what they need them, shut them up. It benefit everybody to do that shit, man. So that'll be my answer with that, bro.
That's what's up, man.
So, man, we got to clap it up again for the squad coming to kick with us, man. Make sure y'all tap in next week. I got a wonderful woman coming in. Her name is Crystal Lee. She is the owner of Monroe Shoutique, as well as she goes around teaching classes worldwide for women on how to walk in heels. And like straight.
I'm sorry. I know how to walk in heels. It's been a minute, but I know.
So y'all, man, make sure y'all tap in next week, man. As always, it's your boy Nico the Great Past Master up out this thing, and we getting up out of here. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Make sure y'all share the links, all of that stuff, man. We in this thing every week, Tuesday from 8:30 to 10. You already know how that goes.